In this video, we're going to learn about how the tool works. And Region 3 of Analysis, which is a tool dedicated to identifying movements within the selected area. First, let's open the software. Activate Camera 1. Inside Camera 1, we'll connect the camera. Wait for it. After the connection, we observe the image of a paper machine where we'll implement the tool. In the image analysis, we'll select Tool 3. As we can see, Tool 3 has up to 5 regions, or, in other words, I can draw and analyze 5 regions at the same time within the image. In my case, I'll select Tool 3A. Just like the other tools, we have the same buttons to draw. Start and compare the analysis interval. Activate the tool or not. Here we have different. From the others, the sensitivity of the motion sensor and the number of frames that will be used for motion analysis and comparison. For example, if we have 5 frames here and our interval is every 500 milliseconds, or put simply, the motion calculation will be performed over the last 2.5 seconds. The more we increase here, the longer the calculation time will be, and the sensitivity will decrease. It really decreases as we increase it here. So, the smaller this value, the faster. However, with more false positives, the larger this value, the slower, but it requires larger movements because the average is higher. The average used for the calculation is greater. Let's draw a region right here. We can define here by rotating this area with this little circle, and we can place a sensor of movement here in this region too. Indicate if there's someone nearby. This unsafe area. Analysis started. Active, and I start the analysis after 2.5 seconds. Already, we have the first calculation here, meaning since there's no movement in this area, the value is 0. If movement occurs in this area, the value will be 1. Let's wait here for the operator to go to the area. Remember that the explanation of sensitivity regarding the number of frames can be found better in the manual. The operator passed here below and the value changed to 1. The operator will leave again here and the value will change to 1 again, with 0 being negative and 1 positive always. Binary values for positive and negative. We had movement here. The value went to 1. While we're having some movements here, the operator passing the paper and the movement occurring here in this area, the value stays 1. The same way, we can insert multiple movement regions, such as here. Meaning, if movement occurs within this region, the value will be 1. We can use, for example, the 3C tool and mark another region, like movement, up the stairs here. So we can use up to 5 different points in this same region. This tool can be used mainly for detection of movements in virtual boundaries and in areas where access is not allowed. Remembering that this value here can be transmitted as, like here in transmission, it corresponds to the value of region 3A. And we can transmit in any of these types of transmission later on. We will talk about them and remember that the map of each region's output is clearly shown in the manual. If I mistakenly drew a region, I want to delete that region. For example, I can come here to erase, select the region I want to erase the drawing of, and delete the selected region. This is the basic operation of region 3.